Hello. Hello. Just waiting for more people to join. Make sure to live the stream, like the stream. Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm just waiting for at least 1 to 2 people to join, and then I'll start. Well, I'm already started, but I'll start doing what I was supposed to do. Make sure to like the stream. Oh. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Eden. How you doing? Alright, you know what? I'm just I am going to be talking about the Civil War and just if you guys have any questions about anything else, like what my plans are for like videos in the future and stuff like that. I'm just waiting for at least 1 to 2 more people to join and then I'll start talking again. Hello, hello. Second person joined. Yes. Make sure to like the stream and then I'll start. This is my second stream, I believe, technically, because the first one I had ended a little bit earlier than I intended because I had some weird connection issues, so that's all. Oops, what happened there? Oh, someone liked. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm just gonna start now. So Civil War. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, screen. Alright, 2 people liked. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna just talk now. So, let's see, Civil War. Let me talk about how it started. Actually, that I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna talk about 20th Maine. How about that? So, if you guys don't know already, I am part of the 20th Maine reenacting group. You'll see that my description, not on this stream, on my description. I'm a 20th Maine reenactor, and 20th Maine was the 20th Regiment of Maine, the state of Maine. 20th Maine, they fought on Little Round Top. I believe that's what it's called. They're one second. Some connection issues. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. So anyways, they fought on Little Round Top, which where, um, what was it? Gettysburg. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so long. They fought in Gettysburg, and they basically formed, which this was really interesting to me, which really cool. So they had sharpshooters, right? Sharpshooters go, I believe, on the right side or the left, and then they had their second little regiment thing on the side, on the other side, with bayonets. They all fired one shot. And then the Confederates would rush up the hill, and basically the 20th Maine on the top, they charged down. I believe it was they charged down first. So then when the Confederates tried to run back, the sharpshooters and the other side would crush them, basically, in a sandwich. And that's how we won the Battle of Gettysburg on Little Round Top. And 20th Maine is I believe it's a volunteering group, so they had a bunch of volunteers, which that's why if you watch the movies Gettysburg, um, that has um, that basically shows the battle and stuff. And also has a scene where they're sent, I believe, 100. I don't remember. I think it was 150 men. I don't exactly remember, so don't run to your history teachers and say, "Ha, you're wrong." um, so I believe it was 150, and he basically wrote a speech to them, or not wrote, but said, and he convinced 100, everyone except for 3, I think it was, to fight with them, because he didn't want to just force them, because they're already forced to join. So the guy that was giving him to him, he said, you can beat him, you can kill him, whatever you want, you know. So that's that. And let's see, what else? You guys have any recommendations of what I should talk about? This is just for fun, so I don't have anything really specific. I would be doing like a gaming, but haven't figured out how to do that yet. How to like stream and play and get all the sound and stuff like that. Well, thanks, Eden. Make sure to like the stream if you can, and yeah. Oh, 3 more people. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. This is basically, I feel like, my first one, but it's my second. So, uh, really appreciate it if you guys could hit that like button. Um, oh, and a little fun fact. The Union, the in the Union, they and if you don't know who the Union were, they were the ones wearing blue, and they fought against slavery. Wait, was that right? Well, yeah, they basically fought to like free the slaves and stuff. So they did that, and they would be issued 1861 Springfields, which were obviously U.S. and they made them for the Civil War because the Civil War started in 1861, and that's when they were made. Um, some were probably given the Enfield, but usually that was probably if they had them, like they brought their own rifle. Maybe I think you probably could do that. I don't know, but mainly um the Confederacy, they would usually wear the or not wear sorry use the 1853 I believe 1853 Enfield. So they kind of sound similar. The American one is Springfield, and the British is Enfield, which was because the Union federal troops, they were more well equipped. Basically, they were more well equipped because they also had the upper half. Um, and so basically, the Confederates didn't wasn't really well equipped, so they usually for their uniform they just wore their own civilian clothes. But after a while, maybe at least a year or two, they also started taking little parts of the um, Union Army. So like once they would kill them, they'd raid the battlefield, and they'd take their clothing and hang them up. Usually they'd hang them up and so in the sun, so they'd start to like turn tan basically. But not all the people were ready for that, so they just took the coat or the trousers or the hat, which usually hats. So hats. Um, Usually Confederates would just bring like once they saw a hat from a Union, they just take it and wear it. You know, most you would see most Confederates wear Union blue, like dark blue hats because once again they didn't have much. And back to the Gettysburg movie, that's Gettysburg movie. I believe the first battle that they put in for the scene. Um, they basically um. Uh, hello, Lacey. Yeah, I'm just explaining here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, first Gettysburg battle. You would see because they zoomed in. You would see that some of the uh, Confederate troops didn't have shoes. They maybe had socks, but they didn't have shoes. Or most of them had like the bottom half, like the bottom of the shoe where it's more hard, like the harder. Um, I don't really know what it's called, but that usually didn't have that part. So it was just a shoe. It was kind of just like more the comfort part, so it wouldn't really be very comfortable. um, and yeah, so basically, they just weren't really well equipped, and that's also why I feel like that should be. um, you should, or you that's kind of a little bit of a reason that they probably didn't really win a lot of the battles because I mean they weren't really well equipped. Um, so they were struggling. They used everything they could get really. So yeah. Um, yeah. That's more I can say right now. Not really much to explain. But make sure to like the stream if you can. Really appreciate it. And also, thank you guys for getting me all of those views on that one. There's a couple videos actually. Meme video, or not a mean video, but a meme, a little funny video, and that like almost an hour or like 30 minutes. I can't remember. It was like really. It was really quick. I got 2,000. Well, at first I got 1,000 and like a half. I got like 1,000 views. I was like, oh my gosh. And then like 30 minutes later, I got 2,000. I was like, oh wow. So I woke up and the next morning, and it kind of stayed like that. It kind of just kept going up a couple couple people. But yeah, thank you guys for that. That was really helpful. And then I was posted another one that also got 1,000 views. So that was really cool. Do you remember what first Um, you know, probably the combat. The combat was I probably like the combat. It's more interesting, you know. Um, I mean, it's not that I like war. I just like, you know, just stuff about it, and it's cool to study. It's cool to learn about. For me, it's cool to learn about. Um, yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Uh oh. There we go. Oh, what's your favorite war, if you have one? Um, most interesting one is most likely. If we're talking about the Civil War, it might just be Gettysburg. But if we're just talking about regular battles in general, like World War II and stuff like that, um, I don't know. A lot of them were very interesting. Um, I really liked the battle. Sorry, what was it again? D-Day. That one really caught my eye, and it was like, oh, cool people, dying. No, but it was just very, very, very interesting. Hey Cammy, I actually just got done talking about a story actually. But I can probably say another one. Let's see. Mainly I'm just talking about the war here. In fact, here's one. In Saving Private Ryan, three of the Higgins boats, which if you don't know what those are, they're also, I think some people call them, most people call them alligators or whatever. I think gators or no, the gators are something for shoes. But yeah, for that, no problem, Lacey. It's so cool doing this. Yeah, I know you didn't. It is pretty cool actually. I haven't been able to do a live stream in a while, so it is pretty cool. And thank you. Thank you. Of course, Eden. And guys, make sure to like the stream if you can. Obviously, if you like it. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So in D-Day, or not in D-Day. In the Saving Private Ryan movie, they used three Higgins boats that were real from the actual war. So that's pretty interesting. And also, people think that they're made of metal, but actually, they were made out of wood. Most of it was made out of wood. There were some metal parts, which were why I think it was on the where what's it called? Where it'd go down so the men could charge. The ramp. That's what it's called, the ramp. They would go on the ramp, and they would do that. So, yeah. That was it's just a cool fact, you know. Anything else you guys want me to talk about here? This is more just for fun, so that's all. Thank you, Cammy. Thank you. Yeah. Which one that you think everyone in our level of history should know? Let's see. Probably. Great question. Yeah, great. Yeah, great question, Eden. Um, let's see. Interesting fact. Um, this is a really good one actually. There's a lot of things. In history. Let's I don't know. This is a hard one. Um, well, men. Let's see. So in war, um, yeah, yeah, me stumbles. So let's see. Men, basically. If you ever watched All Quiet on the Eastern Front, it's a World War One movie. um, have you ever seen at the end of the movie, like towards the end, like the last battle? Um, he would try to end the war, quote unquote victory, basically, because they wanted what, a couple more miles of road or whatever, like a couple more yards of what, like land, like I don't know, it's a little interesting to me at least, because he basically treats here's the message: they treat men almost as if they're just numbers and objects, basically. Well, not just men, but I mean humans, soldiers. It's almost like they treated them as just numbers. They saw that they had more numbers of men, so they're like, "Oh, we can charge, we can win," you know. So that'd probably be one message, one fact, I guess. And also, this also respect veterans because they fought for our freedom, you know. So, um, but that movie. Yeah, All Quiet on the Eastern Front. Yeah, yeah. They don't. They haven't really used that, or they didn't really. I don't know. The movie was great though. Movie, in my opinion, the movie was really cool. Um, and I actually recently watched 1917, which was another World War One movie. World War One. That's also a really good movie as well. Really sad too, but really really cool just in general. But yeah, and make sure to like the stream if you're just watching. Make sure to hit that like button. Just would help a lot. Really would. Really would. You guys got any questions on like what? Oh yeah, here's one. Do you guys have any recommendations for like any, videos I should be posting? Cause almost oh, uh, who do I admire, or like what army or whatever? If you're talking about who I admire, it'd probably be, let's see. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. In the war. Well, yeah, just say come out in the war, I'd say. Just in the war itself? I don't know. Just an interesting story about the people that were in the war, but they went through. Oh, you know what? Great question. Probably, Desmond Doss. Probably him. It's the movie actually is called Hacksaw Ridge. I think Hacksaw Ridge, I believe. I think it's Hacksaw. I believe that's what it is. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Because he was, if you don't know who he is he was a medic that was very religious, and did not very strongly believe that violence was not the answer. And he said when he was basically telling his captain, Desmond, yeah, you do. Yeah, he's really cool, really brave man as well. He basically was telling his generals and stuff. I can't remember. He said, why should I take lives, or why take lives if I could save them? I believe. Right? I think so. But yeah. That, and let's see. And he saved 75, I believe. 75 men with his own 2 hands. And he had to make a rope, which he yeah, he was. I didn't speak to him, but he definitely was a brave and awesome guy. He saved 75 people, and it was a cliff. It was a very steep cliff. It was like straight up and down. So, and he had to do it from a rope. So, that was already a struggle. And I remember in the scene, everyone was trying to make a knot, like a little rope to hang himself down, right? He made what they called a bra, basically, like a bra. And it was pretty funny. So he used that technique to save all 75 people, including himself. So I guess like maybe 76 if he included himself. But yeah, he did that. And he even took care, I believe, of a Japanese soldier. So that was pretty nice of him, especially when they wanted all of them dead. Especially him, because medics were actually really wanted the medics dead, because that's who would take care of the men. So basically look at it like this. We see Red Cross. That means, oh, he's friendly. He's a medic. Well, in their minds at that time, there was more of just like a target, like more of an X, like hit right there. Very honorable. Yes, very honorable, Eden. Very. But yeah, they basically look at the medics like, oh, that's a target, kill them. Don't know why. I mean, probably just because they didn't, it's more of a target, I guess. But I'm also, I don't really study a lot of the Japanese and their ways and stuff like that. So I wouldn't know, but That was just their mentality, I think, in that time of war, and stuff. So yeah. I hate to leave. Yeah, thank you, Lacey. Good night or morning wherever you are. So yeah. Mhm. Bye. What an interesting. Oh, an injury. Interesting survival technique. Let's see. Um, I'd probably say. Oh, let's see. Survival technique. Hmm. Oh. There's a lot of survival techniques I know of, but one I'm gonna say is, if you are ever lost or stranded or whatever, or like you're going camping, right? Usually if you have a belt on and say you cut your leg, and you need to you need a tourniquet, belts would help a lot for the tourniquets. You would also see that, and actually, with Desmond Doss used that, and that's like part of a reason why he wanted to join the army and be a medic, was because he saved someone, basically. Because I'm not gonna go into a detail because it is a little gory, but he just cut his leg and whatever, and so he fixed it, and all good. Um, I mean, he was still in pain, but you know, but, yeah, pretty cool. He uses his tourniquet, pretty cool. Actually, guys, I think I'm going to end the live stream for now, and I might make another one later today. In just like maybe a little bit, a couple more minutes, and then I'll just do it. I'll just make another one, and I'll make another one just a couple minutes. I just think I might be reaching a time limit soon. So, anyways, I'm going to end the live stream, and I'll start a new one in like maybe 10 minutes or so. So make sure to stay tuned if you wanna. If you have any more questions or stories you want me to say, anything in particular, just make sure to stay tuned and make sure to check your YouTube notifications. Anyways, that's gonna be all for right now. Um, yeah, bye, Eden. Bye, guys. All right, I'll be starting another live stream in like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. So have a good guy. Have a good night. Die or whatever. Oh my god, I just said die. Have a good night. Goodbye.